Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Crusaders of the Lost Idols weekly live stream. I'm Erika, the live services manager for Crusaders of the Lost Idols and the community manager for Codename Entertainment, and I'm joined by lead artist on Crusaders, Kat.
Hey!
We'll be going over the Una coloring sheets this morning, and then getting to the questions.
Yes. So this one has squiggles and I guess dark squiggles cheerleaders, which is very cute. And I like the color scheme a lot too. And then I'm pretty sure these were both Bunko Bunts, and then they also gave her
Cookie Monster
tattoo. Just very funny. And I'm not sure I'll have a lot to say about these ones because it's a simpler sheet, but as always, appreciate everybody who takes the time to do one.
Mm-hmm.
A very interesting color scheme. Lots of different stuff going on. Yeah. I think these were the same person just doing some different stuff, which is fine. It's nice to experiment sometimes.
Yeah.
But sort of gives it away when the same little bits are sort of static. But it's fine, it's fine. Oh, this is a nice one. Lots of extra effort gone into basically painting over a lot of it, and her face especially really nicely rendered.
Yeah, muscle tone and shading.
Yeah.
And
this arm really makes it look like pleathery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. There's a slightly smaller one, but I like that they gave her a little like logo, jersey logo or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Funky looking ball. And some more just sticking to her scheme. Oh yes, and there's a couple more of these
squiggle colors.
The squigglifying that one person is doing. Prism something? Prismatic? I forget, I'm sorry. But yeah, so there's the squigglifying Rena. Which is
with normal squiggles and dark squiggles.
Yeah. Is dark squiggles a thing that the community did, or was that the event?
It's a community thing.
Okay. It's pretty funny. The nice Una. And the other squiggles thing for that week. I do like that the real squiggles is just peeking in over here. And I appreciate the detail put into the saliva. Nice and gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and here's a real media one. It looks like markers for this one. Yeah, looks good. And a AI colored one with just like a gymnasium color scheme, which obviously makes sense. It's interesting what it did to her eyes. They're very different.
Yeah.
And this one is kind of making her more like a dark elf, but there's also some shading and stuff done, which is nice. And another little squiggles. Just he's so popular. I like the tattoo on this one.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Fun. And her hair matching her outfit. It's kind of funny. A little bit more normal with this one, which is good. Oh no, it's not the last one. I just had a duplicate. Tisk me. And this one really makes her look like Drizzle. A very pale, sort of pastel colored one. Oh, and another AI one with a somewhat different gymnasium but with similar results, did the same thing to her eyes. Which is, AI.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Okay, that is the last one. So, yes, thank you everybody for contributing. And today I've got this setup for us. Apelian and Zorobon being the broodiest guys in school. So feel free to ask all of your questions of Erika or myself and chat about the game and whatever.
So we've got some regulars in chat. We've got JS Random Numbers, Kedgear, Ragnar, Leptimus, Green Samurai 23, Lexiri 26, and Jabal. Hardball UK says, welcome back, hope you had a good break. Yeah, my vacation was pretty cool. Kedgear, normal squiggles is already pretty dark. Gragatrim's saying it's Prismatic Vortex who's been doing the squiggle versions.
That's the one. Thank you for correcting me.
And Cassius is saying there's dark squiggles. I thought squiggles was the evil one.
Seems to be the consensus.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, he can have a makeup change or something. Mm-hmm. Hardball UK is asking, so what will be new this week? And just the promo tomorrow, because the Schoolhouse Scourge event is running until next Tuesday. But Kevin is planning on doing a bug fix push at some point today, with the fixes for the gold being capped at their favorite 1.8308 number, and a handful of other fixes you guys have reported over the past week. Green Samurai 23. Can you elaborate on your comment about saving rubies on Reddit, Erika? Is there some new use you are actively working on? Thanks. So yeah, we're working on a new system in the game, and you will probably want rubies on hand when that system is released. So start saving now. Green Samurai. Also, are you happy now with Hildir? They're still a bit too overpowered with the Sashimi Bruno combination, but we are planning on capping Bruno. So, but otherwise, pretty happy with Hildir, aside from the little bumpy rollout, but Kevin was pretty good getting that patched up quickly. Belcac 210. Hi, Erika, Kat. Hope you have a good day.
Thanks.
Hope you have one too.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to add the dragon tag to the Final Fantasy challenge? Also, is the update still rolling today? That's the plan. Kevin wants to get those bug fixes out for you guys. We don't have the dragon tag on the Final Fantasy challenge because it was a player request just to have orcs, elves, and leprechauns have a time to shine along with those other fantasy characters. Dragon Slayer 96. So will we ever get Dark Squiggles as an official skin? If you wonder what tags, just give them all.
I guess never say never, but I don't see it happening. I don't know. It's just a recolor. I guess I could do something, more like it or something, make it really spooky, but I don't know. That's really it.
Yeah. I mean,
when his event comes around again, everybody just has to vote for him, and then
yeah, everyone just has to vote for St. Patrick's for Squiggles.
Yeah.
And then he'll get his skin.
Yep.
Kedgear, how many stacks will the cap on Bruno be? We're still mathing that out, but somewhere in the thousands at least, but not too high in the thousands. JS random numbers, no. Oh, just capping Bruno, but Hildir Shishimi will still work as is. Yes, just Bruno. Just a cap on the amount of abilities that can stack for the gold. Rusty Knight. How do I know what Hildir is affecting with her mead ability? I think she should update the tooltips, I believe, if she's affecting the upgrade. Rafsio, when Bruno nerf? Soon, but I don't think it's in today's update. Slab McLartuge. Hildir was really interesting, and it is good to cap Bruno and uncap the 308 gold rather than nerfing anything else. Hildir really mixed up the meta, killing Queen Wide draws and Koivu in one fell
no.
swoop. Oh,
That's not good.
Oh, it's not good, but it's cool that we have another Schoolhouse Scourge Crusader other than Karen making it into the meta. I know they've been some of our weaker Crusaders in the past.
Yeah, I mean, shaking up the meta is good, but my baby boy Koivu.
I guess we just need bigger formations for Koivu to make it back in. Flyby Moon, has anyone else reported being unable to multi-buy levels for Crusaders? Nope, no one's reported that. Are you using the control or shift key to toggle that, or you can't use the buy max level button? And Belcac 2010 says that's fair about not having the dragons on Final Fantasy. And I also really love the item art, especially the legendaries. Great job, Kat.
Oh, thank you. It's very happy to hear that.
Mm-hmm. Newbie Dooby Doo, any news on raising the limit cap on missions? Nothing coming on the mission front for a bit, but it's on our radar. Gregatrim, with the dungeons now having a gap for the people that purchased the season pass, they won't be able to get the benefit of the dungeon idol gains since all rewards will be auto-claimed at the end of the season. Is there any way to save those idol bonuses until the next dungeon, or still get the ability to run dungeons for idols between seasons? We weren't planning on pausing the idol buffs from the season pass. You guys can still run free plays for idols. I know it's not as great, but there's that. But yeah, still need to talk with Kevin about how long that season break will be, and if it's going to be longer than we think, then maybe we'll look at something else. JS random numbers, yes please, bigger formations. Slavic Lartuge, Koivu, and Queen Y could certainly come back with future Crusaders. Queen Y is my favorite art, but it is what it is.
Well, thank you. I'm fond of her as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that is kind of the beauty of this game. You know, Crusaders come in and out of favor. So, we'll see what the future holds.
Lexiri, so what's up for us next? Anything you can tease that's going to be released next? I know Tier 6 events on October 1st, probably Season 2 around there, 11th's talents. Tier 6 events in Season 2 are the main focus right now. Other pieces will come as they may. Yeah. Talents are on the radar. Green Samurai 23, any idea how long the gap between dungeon seasons will be now? No, still working on that. Fly by Moon says, Control Shift is not working to buy Crusader levels. I can still use it to open buffs or open chests. Huh. Odd. I will have Kevin take a look. I know he was fixing the control key getting stuck when you were redeeming codes to clear instantly, so you can no longer probably use the sticky key trick to hold down the keys for you. But yeah. Ked Gear, what changes are you aiming for Season 2 of the dungeons? The general direction, at least, if nothing is planned yet. Well, the skins and more materials as rewards, better rewards on both the free pass and the paid pass, less runs per week, so it's a little less stressful. So that would be a point shift, and reviewing the bonuses of the dungeon points and dungeon coins, as well as adding more stuff to the dungeon shop. GSR, any spoilers about next season? Kind of just answered that, and glad you liked my suggestion on Reddit 2 days ago about the double or triple bonuses available. Slab McLartude, you should add a tier 4 11th that makes all gold missions also award 1 EP to the Crusaders sent on the mission. That would be an interesting use for a tier 4 11th. Hardbell UK, will the dungeon coins carry over to the next season? Yes, as I answered your Reddit post on Tuesday as well. The coins will carry over. The things that are reset are the dungeon points and your level progress. So Season 2 would start back at level 0 with no points, but your coins will still be there, and you'll still be able to purchase the idle buffs from the dungeon depot while the dungeons are closed. Green Samurai 23, by the way, excellent timing on the dungeon season gap. My 2-week vacation starts on September 18th. Oh, cool. I hope you enjoy your vacation.
Yeah.
Gragatrim, someone in Discord wanted to know if there was any chance of you creating a Crusader that increases the bonus idol drop chance, or is that boss idol? If we were making any changes to the percent of bonus boss idols dropping from a boss, we wouldn't tie it to a Crusader, because obviously that would be an auto include when you're running formations. Newbie Dooby Doo, I understand saving rubies, but what does jeweled chest have to do with it? Well, rubies buy jeweled chests, so if you're getting normal jeweled chests as well, if you don't have very many rubies, you want to save both. Bellcac 210, have you guys given any thought at making a tier 4 11th reward to be allowing sprint on challenges? On that subject, any idea when the next tier 4 11th will be, or what it'll be? I hadn't thought of making it a tier 4 11th reward for sprint on challenges, but we've had requests over the years to speed up challenges, but not to make them too easy to cheese. I mean, obviously, if you're really not into challenges, you could just have the max cash in hand talent and reset on area 1 for your 50 challenge tokens a week and be done, right? So there's already that as far as challenges go, but it is something we would like to address to make challenges fun again. Any idea when the next tier 4 11th will be? It's on the radar, but I don't have a firm date. Green Samurai 23, Kat, shouldn't a Pelion be wearing a mask?
They're 6 feet apart.
I don't know, they're not human, right?
Yeah. Don't make me include depressing real world things in my fantasy high school. Please. But yes, everybody wear a mask.
Yes. Slab McLartuge, will longer sprints in dungeons be tied to Season 2 or near new talents? Still deciding on that. Slab McLartuge, you had posted on Reddit that we should be saving rubies and jewel chests. Did you mean rubies for jewel chests, or should we actually be hoarding jewel chests again? An Erenvar situation. I mean, jewel chests contain contents at the contents are determined at the time you're opening them, so if you do happen to be saving jewel chests, then you don't need to concentrate so much on saving rubies, but a little bit of both. Zerberu, hello there. How was your week till now? Well, it's been a 2.5 day week so far because of Labor Day. Mostly been catching up on all the stuff on social that I missed out on last week because I totally ignored everything. I managed to do that entirely. That was pretty cool. So yeah, catching up on tickets. So just getting back into the groove of working. Yeah. Green Samurai 23, Hildir has a bit of power. Can we really expect tier 6s to be a step up from her? Yeah, we're gonna try. We'll see. Bcree, hello Erika, hello Kat, thank you for the code. Hi, you're welcome. Rusty Knight says there is a mask, it's just a magic invisible one.
Yeah.
In the sketch. Yeah, it's invisible.
Sure.
Kedgear, just something to mill over. The most concentration of clicks in the game for endgame players at the moment is for missions. Both sending Crusaders and completing missions, any chance that there is a way to simplify that process? Kevin did say he made the claim all button that you see on the Dungeons dialogue pretty generic, so I believe he mentioned it could be applied to the mission system eventually. So like at least a complete all button using that same tech. So that would be interesting to get on the list at some point. Slab McLartuge, you're trying very hard to not answer the chest questions directly. Very mysterious. I like it, and now I'm hoarding more chests. Belkak, thanks. Sprint is what makes the most sense to me because the only thing they allow you is to make them faster, maybe a tier 5 or 6 talent with a E, 9 or 10 idle cost. Maybe. Rupilius PL. I like challenges. As a newish player, it's easier to analyze what each Crusader is really doing with the smaller pool. Yeah, that's part of the idea behind limiting the allowed Crusaders on a challenge. Get you to use some of your more non-used or rarer Crusaders. Zerbrew, nice. I missed the last stream, so I was sad for a moment, and then I got Hildir and got smiling again.
Well, there's always the VODs.
Yeah, there's always the VODs. We upload, there's the Twitch VODs, they stay however long Twitch lets them stay, and then we do have the YouTube versions as well. Those end up on YouTube on Fridays at noon PST. Kedgear just means they'll ban us all if we're under 1,000 chests. Is anyone under 1,000 chests? I mean, Anna exists, right? Tommy LJ, is there any plan to increase the 10k idle bonus cap in the Dungeons Season 2? It is really easy to reach 10k on most maps right now for veterans. If it was asked, answered before. Sorry, didn't have time to follow all the recent infos. I wasn't planning on increasing the rewards cap on the dungeons just yet, but it is something we're aware of will need to happen once more players are hitting 10k consistently, aside from just the extreme players. Lexi reads, to be fair about Hildir taking out a bunch of people from the meta, Ziglix and Sashimi are back. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Sashimi's making a return.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Slab McLartude says, the new Crusader that burns jeweled chests for fuel, get on that meta-analysis stat. Consuming chests. Interesting.
Don't give us ideas you don't want to see.
Fly by Moon, VODs don't feel the same when you can't comment on real time. That's fair. Omega Killer X, hi, great art for one of my favorite Crusaders.
Oh, thank you.
Lathy, hey, first time on the live stream, great to see you live. It's kind of mesmerizing to see Kat draw while Erika's voice calmly answers all those questions. Meanwhile, just a friendly reminder that idle games from dungeons need an adjustment. Yeah, they could be adjusted. Do you want them to go back down more? But yeah, it's something on the list to look at for season 2. Zerbru, by the way, I like the exchange student's new metal outfit. I'm not much into robots, but a robot dragon is, I think the youth call it, lit.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not into robots either, but I know somebody called her a little mecha Spyro, and I was like, yes, I approve. I have much love for Spyro.
Yeah, and I like how she stayed noticeably the exchange student while being robot. Haha.
Yeah, that is always a consideration with skins. Try to keep them recognizable.
Newbie doobie doo, will the exchange student ever get a proper name? Maybe.
I've wondered that about so many characters.
We do have a lot of unnamed Crusaders. They're just stuff. I guess we could have
for like Hermit and Princess. It's like, I don't know. It's just a part of the game, I guess.
Oh, he's Steve, the washed-up Hermit.
Steve.
I guess we could have like a player contest or something to name them. And now that Creed's not running the wiki, it's not like Creed will be angry at me for changing the names of like 20 Crusaders who are nameless, and then they have to go edit the wiki page, give everybody their proper name in every spot. It seems like low-hanging fruit at this point. We've got other things to worry about than Crusader names. We try to give most of the new ones names properly, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have we done anyone recently who didn't really have a proper name?
I don't think so, because I don't really like doing that.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
Omega Killer, can we hope to someday manually upgrade rings and amulets, or maybe have talents interacting with them? I mean, we do have the talent that interacts with the cooldown trinkets, because the cooldown's capped. So then anything over cooldown becomes DPS, which is pretty cool. We hadn't really planned on doing much with the trinkets. They're just passive items from chests, but it's on the suggestion list to look into. Fly by Moon, robot lizards are neat. Think about Mecha Godzilla. Bluest Bud 5, I came in right as people were talking about a chest change, and I have no idea what is going on. Just a friendly reminder to start hoarding rubies and normal jewel chests if you want to have a stash going on. Lexi Ree says, lol, Zorobin's really pouting.
They're both pouty.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to share their loner corner.
And Kodalathi says, call the exchange student Tess. Because they already abbreviate her name to TES when they talk about her.
I mean, I'm into that. Not everybody has such a easy solution, though.
Yeah. GSR says the princess's name is Lena, right?
Well, I guess that might be from Bushwhacker lore or something.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I have no idea.
Princess Evil, that's all I remember from Bushwhacker 1.
Oh.
And then Slav McLarchid says Kedgear only studies the cursed arts. Kodalathi, hey Erika, up or down on the dungeon bonus idols is fine either way, as long as something is done. The current situation is just not very pretty, but I'm glad you're thinking about it. I also mentioned an increase to regular idols to the E13, E14 region or something. That would also help a lot, but one doesn't exclude the other. Keep up the good work. Might not always look like that, but I appreciate your efforts. Thanks. Yeah, it's lots of pieces in the game to consider when doing updates. Hardball UK, Squiggles the robot. If that wins the St. Patrick's skin pull.
Yeah, maybe.
Cassius says, we might as well have Squiggles the sheet of paper.
Okay. Can't say I get that one.
I don't like Paper Mario Squiggles, or maybe just the coloring sheet finally. Hoff-Diddy, when is Bruno stacks going to be limited? What will the stacks be limited to? I would say enough stacks to get you 100% extra gold bonus would be nice. They're going to be limited soon. We have a number in the thousands we're thinking of, so just need to do some more math on that, including Shishimi's bonus, before we cap it. Hardball UK, thank you to all of your team for keeping this game going. You're quite welcome. Zerbru, just clicking around my open windows, I remembered my question. For the missions, it would be nice to have a save formation, or at least Crusaders that are mostly used for one mission. That's fair. We've had players request in the past to immediately fill the mission with the Crusaders who were sent on it last as well. There's a lot of requests to speed up the mission process. I'm not sure if they would require a mission screen rework or not, but it is something I would like if there was time. Cassius335, I meant as in floating sheet of paper with a clown drawn on it. For a squiggle skin. Okay. If that wins the St. Patrick's vote, I mean... could potentially happen.
Yeah.
Dragon Slayer 96, will gold bonus be totally uncapped or linked to the max numbers unlocking? Good question. I will ping Kevin. Spinal, this game helped to go with a lot of personal problems and keep my mind working for years. Keep up the good work, folks. Aww.
Oh, that's good to hear. Hope you're doing better.
Yeah. It's one of those situations that Eric would say, it's like, that's when you know you're in the right career.
Yeah.
Kedgear. Oh, on the topic of sashimi, certain GEs make Hildir propagation to sashimi vary anywhere from below Evan to destroying Evan, depending on how many of the 4 relevant GEs you have. Kindly keep that in mind during balance checks. Dragon Slayer 96, it'll be tied to your max number like DPS. So, when you increase your max number, which increases monster health and DPS, it will now also increase gold. Bonus. Gold bonus. The 4 Kedgear following up, the 4 golden epics are Karen's collar, Mindy's hat, Langley's coat, and Shishimi's fish. And then Tiernan's butterfly eventually when we release that. Good to know. Newbie dooby doo. Would it be proper to say the first ever tier 6 will be a literal game changer? I mean, we can try for that. Probably we're gonna try for more powerful than tier 5. We'll see what happens. I know last year's Carnival of Sorrows, Carmen and Petunia, they're still our only double gender, double race tag, having the 2 female, 2 human, or 2 dwarves if you've got their skin effect equipped. And they have the square ability. So maybe we'll try something similar to Carpet, but a little powerful. We'll see. GSR, oh yeah, Erika, small brag here. After this reset, I'll have Little Reaper. Congrats.
Nice.
Finishing level 25 a week before season ends. Ooh, so it's pretty cool. Well, I did lower the points, so there is that. Players did need less points than when the season started, but there are players finishing season 1, so. And getting Little Reaper. Green Samurai 23, first vote for Shishimi the Evil Seal, or maybe Killer Whale, for Carnival Skin to help Hildir with her gear.
Alright.
Oh, well, I was thinking Shishimi Skin because we've got Xiaomi and Carpet and Mindy already have a skin from Carnival of Sorrows, so that would leave Pete, Monkey, or Sashimi. So I'm thinking Sashimi wins out of those 3.
Right.
Rusty Knight, Sashimi as a Selkie. So just...
Ooh, selfies are cool.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
I guess she'd be human then, because she'd take off her seal skin.
Yeah.
And GSR couldn't even play much during August because they were too busy with work, and they still finished the season. Gragatrim, evil robot Sashimi skin. Another robot already?
I mean, at least animal robots are more interesting than humanoid robots.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
A little bit more, well, maybe less options, and maybe that's why I like it. But it's a robot.
Cassius, does sashimi sound like a knife to anyone else? Well, I think they kind of sell sashimi knives to help you make sashimi, right? I don't know. And I know there's a lot of popular Japanese knife brands. I just loved all the comments about her name when we released her. Slab McLarge Huge. Will the dungeon coin bot idle bonus stay in the store for season 2 as is, or will it be updated with a new stackable idle bonus? Meaning it stacks with the season 1 version while you still have the season 2 version burning. The Dungeon Depot idle buff is just a normal idle buff. It acts like the challenge store idle buff. There won't be any changes to that one between season 1 and season 2. Dragon Slayer 96, will Kevin be working on things like Laden Clouds, Golden Age, and Lost Souls, which scales off of gold bonus as well, so they do not cap at E308? Yeah, that should be fixed with the update today. Fly by Moon, baby sashimi skin, one of those fluffy white seals.
Mm-hmm.
And then Stormcrow69 is +1 for the extra cute fluffy sashimi.
Fair.
Alan Zucunelli, why the code not work? The code is for Crusaders of the Lost Idols, so if you're trying to redeem it in Idol Champions of the Forgotten Realms, it will not work for you. Kedgear, we're currently missing the evil tag to propagate for Hildir, so there's that. Which is why they want the evil sashimi.
Mm.
And Kedgear really wants all the tags on the checklist. And then Newbie Doobie Doo says +1 at Orca skin for sashimi from Carnival to Waterworld.
Alright then.
Slamming Large Huge says fluffy white baby sashimi, but she inexplicably gains the evil tag. I mean, there are some evil baby creatures out there. And then GSR wants superhuman sashimi, plus human, plus superhero, minus animal, because we've never had a superhero tag skin so far.
That's true.
That's true.
I did think about one. I think I even tried to sketch it. I forget who it was for, but I gave up because it just wasn't working.
We're trying to do a Nightcrawler Billy, right? So
Right.
that would have given him a superhero tag.
Yeah, that just didn't work, so stuck with Alien. Because it was like, it was just Nightcrawler. So, I mean, a superhero skin is something that probably should get done maybe sooner rather than later, but I will make sure it's on the radar.
Yeah.
Maybe not this next one, but, you know, soon-ish.
Belcac 210. Oh yeah, some endgame players had said that the cost for Little Reaper 5k coins is too much. Have you considered dropping it, especially considering that there might be other things worth buying? The cost of Little Reaper was balanced on not quite pushing yourself so hard, but maybe getting some of the season rewards that give you dungeon coins. He's there as a stretch goal. I don't want you to be able to easily buy him because ideally you were completing the season to get him. So I don't want him to feel like, oh, if I didn't bother doing the season, I would have got him anyway. So yeah, his price won't be changing. But I am thinking of some changes to the dungeon bonus for points and coins next season, so it might be a little easier if you chase the objectives with the coin bonus next season to start building up those Little Reaper coins. Dids999, what can we expect for Tier 6? Talent, new Crusader, we want some secret for the Tier 6 event, Dids? Lexi most small cute things are evil.
Don't know about that.
I think it's one of the tropes, but it's not true about everything.
Yeah.
Dragon Slayer 96, do you think you guys will ever do another Crusader-like Alacrity where their tags change depending on what is in your formation? Like the gender tags or just other tags on them?
I think doing other tags could be a thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what would work best, but you know, potentially like a shapeshifter can change between a couple different races. I don't know. I think for one thing, the art requirement of that doesn't jive with COVID. So if we want to do something like that, it won't be for quite a while.
Yeah.
But it's potentially a good idea. it's something I think I would like to do, but I don't think there's the extra time right now, unfortunately.
Newbie do a baby penguin skin for sashimi.
All the babies.
Not quite sure how you'd read penguin is sashimi still. Like, guess her jewelry ornamentations, maybe?
Yeah.
At that point, we should probably just have a penguin crusader.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Christmas crusader.
Mayhaps.
Green Samurai 23. I missed some events over the past year, but I've bought the skins from the skin shop. Will I still need to do the tier 5 objectives for those? What will my reward be if I do? I wanted to make players do those objectives still. Kevin is of the mind that we should just mark it complete if you've bought the skin, which is like, but the whole point of the event is to do the objectives. If I was going to make players do it, I would have the objective reward the legendary catalyst cost for the skins on completion if you already own the skin. But yeah, we'll see which one of us wins that conversation. Zerbaru, I suggest a mutated bacteria skin for Victor since he already is contagious and it has nothing to do with the world right now. I'd sooner release the other skin we had going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's already partly done, so just whenever you have maybe time to get back to it.
Yeah. Newbie doobie doo. The mild-mannered bushwhacker becomes the grass scythe, a dark and brooding hero that stalks shrubbery at night.
Maybe if you didn't already have 2 skins.
Yeah. Poor Bushy's not getting a skin for a while.
No. I mean, unless we decide that we don't care that much about, like, equality of skins, for lack of a better term.
Kedgear, when will the next 2 to 3 extra skins for the skin shop come around, or is that too manpower intensive to happen too often? Well, since I want skins as dungeon rewards for season 2, there probably won't be a skin store update right now with COVID as well.
Yeah, that's all on me, guys. Just the time it takes to complete an event, because that's like priority number 1, and then it's having cycles in between that to be able to do like free skins and stuff, and I'm real slow working from home, so my apologies. Appreciate your patience.
Slab Large Huge going dark here. A skin for sashimi that is a baby penguin would definitely be the evil tag at that point. Oh man, all these evil babies. Omega Killer, why not the obvious skin of actual sashimi, a slice of meat on rice, and add a food tag?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of course.
Of course. Probably not that. Magical food, buffing gold. Okay, but you know, sashimi costs an arm and a leg, right? So it would steal your gold.
It'd have to have some kind of synergy with Gemfell.
True, that would be a fun thing to add. Lexiri 26, for Christmas, I suggest a Crusader based on the Coca-Cola polar bears.
Potentially.
Although upright bear or walking on all fours bear that you love so much. I Saw Bones, do y'all have an expectation as to when Dungeon Season 2 will come out after Season 1? A week, a month, longer? At least a week? Probably longer. We're doing some changes to Season 2, and we want it to be really awesome, so it'll take as long as it takes to get out, but hopefully it'll be quick. Than really, really long time. Hopefully it'll still be Season 2 this year, at least. Cassius, we could always combine ideas and invoke a Squiggles the Seal skin. Squiggles as cute, fluffy, white baby seal. It has to
I
wait till
mean,
St. Patrick's, though.
yeah, I suppose we could sort of make a new precedent of any Crusader can get a skin during an event, but I think it makes most sense to keep it to ones that can be earned during the event.
Yeah. Dragon Slayer 96, Erika, if we recruit Crusaders off of missions, we do not have to do their recruits when the events come back. Why would that be different when it comes to the skins? That's a fair point, but I don't know. I just want you guys to have the fun of doing those objectives. Rusty Knight, is the second skin for the Bushwhacker still gettable? I guess it's been long enough since the anniversary, we can add the bushy skin to the skin store. If you guys missed it from not redeeming all the codes during anniversary time. GSR, so Season 2 rewards will include skins. Interesting. Yep. Rafcio39, I really like pixel art skins. What do you say to do more of them?
No.
No? Milgard was enough?
Well, I guess if that's what you mean by pixel art, because Milgood's voxel, not pixels, but that's just being pedantic, I guess. I don't know, it wasn't that bad, but it made the most sense for Milgard. I don't know that it would make a ton of sense for anybody else.
Yeah, maybe a voxel robot. I don't know. Okay, not. Okay, not. No more robots for a while, guys. Cassius, the next Bushwhacker skin should involve a flamethrower. What could go wrong?
What indeed? Well, remind us in like 3 years when everybody else has a skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gonna ignore that skin suggestion. Zebru, upright polar bear with human and animal tag because it has a costume for the Christmas Crusader. Interesting.
Yeah, not the worst idea.
And Rusty Knight says, that would be great if we could put the Bushwhacker skin in the skin store. Thank you most kindly. Slavic Bartude says, Kevin just pushed the update? What could go wrong? But yeah, that includes a bunch of fun fixes, so that should help you guys out. If you refresh to get the update. Zerberu says, everyone, pixel something. Cat, no.
It's just, it's harder. That's all there is to it. And I don't know. Challenge is good sometimes, but at other times it's nice to just do something that, like, I'm good at.
Yeah. Lexiri says, Bushwhacker is a responsible one. Nate is the one that would play with a flamethrower and have issues.
It is true.
Fly by Moon. So Yodia has both human and animal tags. Is she actually just a very dedicated furry? She's a Minotaur, which is a human-bull combination, which is why she has the human and animal tags.
Yes.
Newbie Dooby Doo, isn't it time the Xmas event had a Mrs. Robo Santa? I mean, Mrs. Claus, I guess she has importance in some lore, but...
Do any of the robots have genders?
Yeah, we've gendered some of them.
Okay.
Like Robo Santa is male.
Alright, I mean, that's fair.
Slapping Large Huge, looks like the gold cap is removed, but the Bruno limit is not yet in. At least it's not in the notes. Yeah, we weren't going to do it today. It's soon, though. Weather Marmalade. I know it would be a whole new mechanic, but I'd like to see a challenge where a random Crusader is selected by the game and it has to be our DPS. Anyone who exceeds that character sets DPS and click to 0. It would be interesting for using less used Crusaders and trying out new formations. So like you'd have to intentionally not level up the Crusaders in the formation so they don't accidentally zero out the DPS while you're being forced to use that other one. The brood off looks like it's going well.
Thank you.
I like the bat on the bulletin board too. Someone's getting ready for Halloween.
Yeah, I figured it'd be some bulletin boards and, school stuff, and Halloween event is next, so they're preparing for the Halloween dance.
Newbie, someone please thank Kevin for me for the reduced lag. Oh, that's nice. Glad that build helps you out there. Jet Black Heartbreak. I would love to see a thing where it's all the dragons together and it's called Dragon Tales. Oh man, I watched was it Defunct Land or was it Yesterworld? But they did a show on the Dragon Tales show history, like the old cartoon. I was like, oh, this is cute. Dragon Slayer 96. I wonder if Boggins is just the substitute. Who is their actual teacher?
I mean, it's a high school, so there's going to be many teachers.
Yeah.
Hilder is just the most recent addition, being the gym teacher, but she could have worked there for years.
Oh, and Boggins could be subbing for some of the teachers under the demon spell in the high school too, so who knows. Bill Cack says, do thank Kevin for all the work he does and for quickly fixing the initial major Hildir problems. He is awesome. Here, Fly by Moon, or what, or more like, who took the original teacher out? Well, yeah, if we based it on a Buffy campaign, those teachers just didn't have a good luck streak on the show.
Yeah.
Jet Black Heartbreak, what are the inspirations for Hildir, especially the name?
She is a hummingbird Valkyrie. So the name, I think, is an actual Valkyrie name. I looked up Norse mythological names. And I forget what it's called now, but there is a hummingbird that's mostly purple and green. It's that really cool, like, iridescent green, but that's really hard to capture in 2D art. So I didn't bother.
Yeah, Jet Black followed up, because I'm getting the Rise of Guardians vibes from Hildir, which is the hummingbird, yes. Right?
Yes, I did. Visual inspirations were the hummingbird for the Tooth Fairy from Rise of the Guardians, because I actually really like her design, even if hummingbird Tooth Fairy is kind of like, what? And the Valkyries from Odin Sphere, which was a PS2 game by Vanillaware. It has very gorgeous, very anime art.
Doobie-doobie-doo, Al Crusader when?
Maybe someday, sure.
Yeah. And then Leptimus was saying, with only half of the dragons, it'd be a dragon half objective. And Zebra says, like, Defense Against the Dark Arts, every year someone new teaches.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Newbie Dooby Doo has to follow up with Mechanical Owl.
Now you're just teasing me. I won't react.
So, wow, it's 11 o'clock already.
Yeah. Well, I basically got it done. There's, some kind of little stuff to put on the bulletin board, but it's not that important.
Yeah.
So, the brooding.
That's a pretty good name for the sheet. Yeah, so that's been our Crusaders of the Lost Idols show for Thursday, September 10th. Please ignore Faith if you can hear her. I've been Erika, that's been Kat. Jay's been on the CNE Games account catching all your questions, so big thanks to them. And thank you guys for showing up and being an awesome community and playing Crusaders and hanging out with us. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Bye.